So I'm back. I actually didn't think I would still be doing this right now. So I somehow just forgot to work on like four characters. I was getting ready to actually start working on like environments for my comic, doing different types of concept art right now, and I happened to take a look in a folder. Oh, wow. I happened to take a look. I've got to stop doing that. I took a look in a folder that I have and realized that I have quite a few characters that I didn't do any concept art for, and I needed to do something about that. So, and I'm going to be perfectly honest right now, I really don't want to do a lot of editing, so a lot of this is just going to be very raw footage. Um, Also, I'm doing a lot of improvising with this because I had certain ideas for the character design that I didn't do in the sketches. I'm gonna try to make some of those changes with the line art. So, this and another character that I have, I'll probably be doing that with. And it's crazy. I actually thought I was moving like so far ahead of schedule. Somehow, I mean, this last couple weeks have been ridiculous, but I really thought I was ahead of schedule. I should have known better. This is so weird too. Doing like the concept art for my comic on the channel, just because it seems like it kind of feels like it feels like I have nothing to show, even though I have things to like work on. I don't know, maybe it's just me thinking too much, but it's like I don't really have much to show anyone just yet. Also, don't ask me why I don't use shortcuts while I work. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I find it easier to go up in the menu and click on the tool that I want rather than hit a hotkey. Not that obviously it's quicker to just hit a hotkey and move on, but the stop, I can't draw with my hand on the keyboard, and the stopping to type in the keyboard key and then keep going. I don't know why that throws me off when I get in the zone when I'm drawing, but it does. So I just find it much easier to draw without using the shortcuts. Even though it does get annoying and it is more time consuming, obviously, to keep going, scrolling up to the top, clicking on whatever I need to click on, and then going from there. And this is still so crazy. I'm still trying to work out the kinks of my story and whatnot. Those little weird like world building issues that I still got. I shouldn't even say world building issues, it's just a matter of me overthinking something. But I wanted to at least have a chapter of the comic finished by July. Um, I'm very close to actually starting to work on pages now. Not as close as I'd like to be, but closer than I thought I'd be, if that makes any sense. Holy crap, completely unintentional, but she kind of looks like Kanzi from Uppercut. somehow made a character that would look similar to another character I made. Also, I believe I talked about this in the last video, but in case I haven't, um, one of the things I'm really trying to improve in with my comic and sort of the amount of time it's taken me to get stuff done is to be smarter about how I work. And one of those things is actually taking thumbnails and sketches and sort of using those to build upon and make the actual art from. Also, I don't know why I don't know, it feels a little bit more organic for me, considering I do a lot of concept art and doing final drafts and all sorts of like mundane stuff with my comic. Almost over planning, if there is a such thing. And also, given the manner in which I plan on doing my next comic, I don't know if I'll be able to get away with as many pre-rendered images as I did in Infinite Uppercut. Only because since I knew the Infinite Uppercut was going to be almost like a sort of gag comic, that I didn't want to take the art too seriously. I don't really want to do that this time around, so also, I brought up Infinite Uppercut earlier. Figured this would be a good time to bring this up. I don't know how I did this. I have obviously, as many of you know, I finished the comic sometime in December. All the uploads have not come out yet on Tapas and Webtoon, and I'm still waiting on actually putting out the final chapter on my Gumroad, which hopefully will be doing fairly soon. But I have the comic finished, so I have all my pages done already. I didn't upload them to Webtoon. So something told me to check the Webtoon because I hadn't in a while just to see how it was doing. And I came up last week on the last day. Matter of fact, for the record, the Webtoon of Infinite Uppercut is out today. So check that out on Webtoon and Tapas if you'd like. I'd highly appreciate it. In any event, though, yeah, I checked it last week, and that was the final week of my buffer. Which, in my mind, I was like, wait, this buffer should be way larger than this. And it is. I just didn't upload them. So I took a day out last week to get that done, on top of everything else going on. I still have no idea how I created that problem for myself, but I did. I'm just thankful that I caught it. And the last thing I would want is anybody to go looking for my comic and it's not there. Also, just for inspiration and references for my comic, I've done a lot of watching the old kung fu movies and whatnot. Just staying in the pocket of things that I enjoy for motivation for my comic. But that somehow led me on a path of watching old Steven Seagal movies. Or not old, I'm sorry. Though I watched some old Steven Seagal movies, I watched a bunch of his recent work. Oh boy. I almost advise everyone to watch modern Steven Seagal movies. They're so horrible. He actually has a movie with Rob Van Dam. It's like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I had no idea. And he did nothing in the movie but sit around in a chair, mumble, and incorrectly shoot a sniper rifle. It's fascinating. I'm gonna actually finish this up. This will be my last one for the day. Also, this character seems a lot more proportionate and balanced than the last one I drew. I really got to stop uh, the habit of drawing at an angle rather than looking straight down at my work when I draw, because I'm gonna keep having that issues if I don't remember to actually draw facing the desk. I actually got a portable small little drawing easel for Christmas that came in handy a lot with these character designs, but there's still like one or two that I didn't use the easel on when drawing, and I can tell because the anatomy is completely off. Not to say it's all that perfect to begin with, but it's some is off more than others. And that's just for me. It looks at the angle I'm drawing at correct, and then when I fully see it, it's like, oh boy. Let's try that again. Alright, I just got a disk space message. That's fantastic. Which I shouldn't have any issues there. Should be more than enough space. Oh no! I was getting ready to say I was finished. I almost had a hell of an accident there. So I'm getting ready to stop and get something to eat and get back to work later. Start doing, oh God, I got color schemes, and then I can finally start on doing environment. So that should be fun. But in the meantime, you all have a good one, and I'm out.